For me, I mean, from what I see, hip-hop on the West Coast started like 1982, 83, something like that. And I guess so-called gangster rap started at the same time because those were the first records that really made it out here, you know. I mean, Ice-T had a big influence on a lot of people out here because he actually started it to me. Ice-T and Schoolie D, actually. Schoolie D had the record PSK out at the time, and Ice-T had 6 in the morning. And these were the only records we were playing because, you know, they were saying things that we could relate to, you know.
Were you familiar with the hip-hop scene going back to New York, like, during those years? Like, you know, what was happening, like, with Africa Bambaataa and stuff?
Yeah, I was hip to New York hip-hop. I mean, that's where it started, you know what I'm saying? And anybody that doesn't believe that is tripping, straight up. I mean, you got to give props where props is due. They originated it, you know, and it just spread it, and now it's bigger than ever, and it's going to get bigger.
Now, do you see a difference between hip-hop and rap?
A difference between hip-hop and rap. Do I see a difference? No, you know. Some people in hip-hop are cornier than others, you know, but everybody's out there doing their thing and doing it to the best of their ability, I believe, you know. There are some people I think should leave it alone and go get 9-to-5s, you know, but for the most part, it's all the same world. Everybody's trying to do pretty much the same thing. Get in, have some fun making music, and make some money out of it if possible.
What are some of, like, the positive aspects that came out of gangster rap? And do you think that it came from, like, the political rap scene that was also happening a little bit?
Some of the positive things that came out of it, it's to me, the fact that it existed, you know what I'm saying? Because it gave people something else to do. That everybody that's in hip-hop, it gives you something else to do, you know? Everybody's not fortunate enough to be a doctor or a lawyer, you know? Everybody doesn't complete 4 years of college, you know? It gives you something else to do, and it is a job, straight up. It's a straight-up job. It's not everything that you see in videos, you know? Most people in videos are fronting anyway. You know, it's not about that. It's about what goes on in here, you know? That's what it's all about. Coming in here, having some fun with your art, making some music, and putting it out there hoping that people are going to buy it. That's the whole fun about it. Because no matter how hard you work in the studio, no matter what you do, you don't know if people are going to dig it, you know? For me, some of the records that I'm real pumped up on that I do are not the ones that hit, you know? You never know, and you never know when you're going to fall off.
What do you see as the future of hip-hop?
What do I see as the future of hip-hop? I need to call Dionne Warwick or some shit. That's a good question. I think it's definitely going to get a lot better because a lot of people in hip-hop right now are going to a more positive note, including myself, you know. Right now, it's like, it's really up in the air, you know. Everybody's sitting on edge waiting to see who's going to do the next thing, what's going to be the next shit that everybody's going to follow, you know. I've set a couple of trends myself, and everybody follows it. And, you know, other people in hip-hop have done the same thing. Right now, there's waiting for that new person or anybody that's going to come along and say, bam, okay, this is the next shit, you know. So that's what I see as the future of hip-hop, if that answered your question.
No, it does. You know, well, a lot of people say, like, you know, you talk about Dionne Warwick, but a lot of people think you have a crystal ball because you've been able to...
People think I have a crystal ball, huh?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, in terms of, like, knowing what trends were going to be happening, being on the forefront and cutting edge, and in a business that's so disposable, you know, where artists can come and go, what has been the secret to your longevity?
The secret to my longevity, I think, is the fact that I'm a perfectionist, you know, and I listen to everybody's shit, you know. I mean, even R&B. I listen to classical music sometime. I listen to heavy metal. I just listen to everything, you know. And really, I listen to the whack shit more, you know, because I want to know what not to do, you know, the stuff that's not selling, you know. It's easy to pick up a hit record and know what people are buying, you know. I think I'm very blessed, you know. If there was somebody that was struck by luck, by God, I'm one of those people, seriously, you know, because I've had a very blessed life, straight up.
Do you think, like you were talking about also the music for a minute, how does, like there were different elements that were put into hip-hop and rap music in the beginning, then it kind of got away from that a little bit. You know, why do you think some people are limited in terms of their musical input into like what they're listening to?
I think people are limited because they're very well influenced by people that's around them or people that's in the media, you know. You see somebody criticizing something, you're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think like that. I'm only going to do what I like, straight up. And a lot of people have tunnel vision. Like you may see people talking about how if they get a lot of money or something like that, they're going to stay in the ghetto, they're going to stay in the projects. That means if you're staying there, you're going to allow your mother and your family to stay there also. And that's bullshit, straight up, you know. The change has to happen somewhere in your generation. You know, for my family, I'm saving money and I want my kids to start on another level. I don't want them to start in the projects. No, that means they have to build for their families. If they start at a higher level, you know, their families are going to get better. That means your generation down the line, they're going to have a foundation, you know, and I'm going to set the foundation, straight up.
Now, just from what you said, you have like a long-term perspective, but, you know, to a lot of kids, they just don't have that. What do you think has to change for them to like start thinking like long-term and in the future rather than what they have to deal with on a day-to-day?
What I think has to change for people as far as longevity is looking at people that have made it in the business. You know, Quincy Jones, people like that. That's my mentor right there because he started at a young age the same as I did, and he's still doing his thing and having fun with it. You know, it ain't about who has the flyest car, who has the most jewelry. You know, it ain't about that. It's about saving and preparing yourself for when your shit ain't happening no more. You know, because it's going to happen sooner or later. You know, you never know when. You know, when Dr. Dre falls off, if and when that happens, I'm cool. I'll never have to touch another button as long as I live, straight up. I'm cool, you know? And that's what you have to think. You have to say, okay, I know I'm gonna fuck off some money, so let me put this money over here to fuck off, right? And let me save this. Let me save this. Take care of your taxes, take care of all that shit. You gotta make sure you're prepared when the shit gets thick.
What is it about like a certain region that makes the music so important?
I think everywhere has to have their own sound. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it different. That's what makes music different. You know, whether it be hip hop or any form of music. You know what I'm saying? Every place has their own sound. We over here on the West Coast, we have our own sound. We have our own thing. If you're digging it on the East Coast, it's all good. If you're not, it's all good. You know, I make my music for the listeners, just the people that want to listen. You know, people in the South have their own thing, you know.
Tell me what it was like the first time you heard your stuff on the radio.
Ooh, the first time I heard my stuff on the radio. That's a feeling you can't even describe. It's like having your firstborn and shit, you know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. And like I was saying, man, it's like no matter how many hit records you've made, no matter how many platinum records, no matter how long you've been in the business, it's nothing like hearing your shit on the radio, straight up. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, I get tired of listening to my cut. You can listen to your shit 1,000,000 times and be tired of hearing it in your car, everywhere. When it come on the radio, you turning it up, straight up. It's nothing like hearing your shit on the radio because you know thousands of people are listening to it also. This shit is dope.